Hello and welcome, friends. Welcome to another fountain pen review. This is a quite nice fountain pen. It is made by Pierre Cardin. I'm not so sure of its production period, but I suspect it is an old fountain pen from the late 1980s or the 1990s. I don't have many information about this particular fountain pen, but what I know is you can see this design. It is a slim design, and as a particularity of it, the interesting thing about this design is the ending of the cap. And I searched on the internet and I found on eBay some similar ballpoint pens, but also fountain pens that have this similar ending of the cap. When I searched on eBay, the interesting thing is that I saw some of them that had engraved here at the end of the barrel made in France. I'm not so sure about this model if it's made in France, it's not written or engraved on the body. But I suspect that probably it was made in China. Why do I say that, guys? I have here a Vaccaro pen. Vaccaro is a German firm, but I suspect that this was made by a Chinese manufacturer. And although this is quite heavy fountain pen in comparison with our fountain pen, you can see the similar ending of the cap. Probably you know the Chinese manufacturers, they tend to copy other design of other manufacturers. It's not a problem for me. It is all about the look. But like I told you, this is a Chinese made fountain pen, a modern fountain pen, and this is probably a fountain pen from the 1990s. The differences between them indeed are the finish and the colors, but in the aspect of the design, they are quite similar. I will leave this fountain pen. So, like I told you, Pierre Cardin. Well, Pierre Cardin is a fashion brand from Paris, France. It delivers quite nice and interesting product. Since 1994 is present also on the fountain pen market in India, and Flair Writing Industries Limited. They have manufacturing facilities in India, and they have some interesting fountain pen models that are available only in India, to my knowledge. They don't export that model to other countries. But I think that this fountain pen was made in France. Probably, there are 50% chances that maybe it was done in China to reduce the costs. It certainly is an interesting fountain pen, but I think that it could be done also in China. What I love about it, guys, this particular fountain pen, it is a metallic fountain pen, but I believe it's from light metal, like aluminium or something like that. I believe that underneath this painting, because it is painted in this silver, and it has those interesting lines on it. Well, I believe that it is brushed steel. This is shiny metal, the clip and the ending, but it's quite light and easy to use. On the clip, nothing engraved, nowhere to be seen France or something like that. The clip is quite practical, as you see. Again, it has some little dents over here and scratches. By the way, guys, I bought it second hand, and I did not pay a large sum of money, so I think I paid around 25 lays or 5 euros or approximately 5 American dollars. It was, I remember that it was part of a lot, and this was included in that lot. I don't really buy Pierre Cardin fountain pens. They are, let's say, nice and affordable writing instruments. I know that they don't cost lots of money, probably in the region of 20 euros or 20 American dollars if you buy one fountain pen new. Let's return to our piece. It is quite a slim pen. It is a light fountain pen. It has this pressure fit cap that reveals this grip section. The grip section is quite plain, it is made out of plastic, and it has at almost the ending of it this ring. It is gold plated, and of course you can see the nib, which is also gold plated, and if you look closely on it you can see the logo of the fashion brand Pierre Cardin. On the back we have a simple feeder, and on the feeder we have that number engraved. In this case it is a 7, I believe, no, a 4, and this makes me think of the Chinese manufacturer, so probably a brand situated in France, but this particular piece was made in probably China. If we unscrew the barrel, we can see that this is a fountain pen that uses ink cartridges. I've recently cleaned this, so it has a little stain of ink, and I don't have a tissue right here, so I'm sorry, I will use my hand to clean it. Yes, probably from the water it still had a little residue of ink in the grip section. So this is it, guys. What can I tell you? This beautiful metallic element here, but again, this is the soft spot of this fountain pen. Those things are made from plastic, so this is the weak point of the fountain pen. I would prefer to see a metallic part here, which can give it a little bit of resistance in time, but it is what it is. Probably this was an affordable fountain pen when it was new, and now when it is a second hand, it is more affordable, but quite a nice piece. And what I love about it, it is the fact that it's very light. And speaking about its qualities, I will leave its dimensions on the screen, guys. And probably now I will change also the angle of the camera because I will do the writing sample, and yeah, you will probably see better the written sample that I will do with it. So bear with me for a second, guys, like this, yes. And I think I have my notepad around here. It's somewhere around here, guys. Yes, here it is, my notepad. And we will do the writing sample with this beautiful fountain pen. So for the writing sample, I have here an international ink cartridge pack. This time it is a producer from Germany, Schneider, and this contains nine small ink cartridges, and I will take one. Yes, I will take one of them. You can see they are thermically engraved with Schneider. I will put it right here. Let me take the pen. I will open it like this. And now I will insert, guys, the ink cartridge. Okay, like this. Now before I will test if it writes right over here. So you can see it doesn't want to write. And probably you know, when I use the first time a fountain pen with ink cartridges, I gently apply pressure on the cartridge, and you can see it writes. Now it is ready to do its writing sample. You can all hear that this is like an aluminium piece. It's quite light, and I like this about this Pierre Cardin vintage writer. So, not vintage, it is a modern from the 1980s, but probably it is the same age as I am. Let me see. Let me see, guys. It's better for me to zoom on the paper. So, what do I have for you today? Maybe a zoom out will be in order, yes. So I will try to write as large as I can. So this is a Pierre Cardin fountain pen. Okay, sorry about this. So Pierre Cardin fountain pen. Well, I'm not so sure. I believe it was made in China for the Pierre Cardin brand, which is a French brand, of course, French. But this with reserve, guys, because I will leave on the screen some pictures I found on eBay with a fountain pen similar with this that had over here at the ending of the barrel written made in France, and also it had the it had engraved on the clip Pierre Cardin here. I believe it is the same model, it had the same specification, very similar to this model. So that model was made in France, but I think that this is made in China. And the main reason is this feeder over here, which looks now like a 2, and when I do it like this, it looked like a 4. But in fact, it is 2 thermically engraved on it, as you can see. I can't say nothing about the nib. Maybe also the nib was personalized by a Chinese producer. I'm not so sure about this fact, guys. So probably 50% made in China, 50% made in France. I believe it is was made in the late 1980s or early 1990s. It is quite a nice fountain pen in my point of view. It is very, very light, and this is one thing that I love about it. It is very, very light, and when I add the ink cartridge, probably it will add 1 gram to the whole weight of the fountain pen. So again, quite a nice and light fountain pen, suitable for long writing sessions. So this fountain pen is fitted with a steel nib. It has the logo of Pierre Cardin engraved on it, as you can see. Judging by the way it writes, I believe so. A steel nib, gold plated. And again, guys, judging by the way it writes, I believe that this is a fine nib. I like it. It is quite a smooth nib. Now let me show you guys if we can see if we can if we have a flexi nib. So this is my test. No flex to this nib. No flex to this steel nib. It seems to be like quite a juicy writer. So I will show it to you. Quite nice. And now let me see the line variance. Right here I don't apply pressure And right now I'm starting to apply pressure, and you can see no differences between them, so no visible line variance. Being a nice juicy writer, it should do a signature quite well. So like this, it does quite well a signature. And now let me test if we can reverse write with this particular reverse writing. So you probably can see and hear it scratches, so I can't say we have a reverse writer, no reverse writing capability. And now guys, let me zoom out for a little bit because I want to tell you about the fox. So I will try to write as large as I can. Let me zoom on it. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. What can I say? It is a beautiful, beautiful writer. I love the fact that we have a smooth nib, and it writes quite nice. One of the best selling points of this particular fountain pen, it is its weight. So a very light fountain pen, and I must tell you that I love writing with it. So guys, this was my review of the Pierre Cardin fountain pen from the early 1990s. Quite an old fountain pen, but a nice pen. It stood the test of time quite well. It has some little signs of scratches over here, but overall it is a quite beautiful and light fountain pen. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I want to wish you to have a nice day. Have a nice day, my friends, wherever you are. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. I will see you again in the next episode. Till then, bye bye, and God bless, my friends.